प्रेम से बोलो श्री गुरु महाराज की जय हो. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to Sooryoday, your Thursday morning simulcast on radio and TV Jaagriti with yours truly, Shiva Janak Maharaj. And a beautiful morning it is here in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago as we observe two very important days in June. You see, dear devotees, June 5th is known as World Environment Day, and June 8th is known as World Ocean Day, and both of them have something very much in common, especially in the themes for both of them in 2018, dear devotees. However, before we get into the Hindu perspective of these days, I'd like to explain a little more about why these days are international world celebrated days in so many countries. And these are both developed and promoted by the United Nations, as we all know, who fights for or bring people together to bring the awareness for the many things that help us to live better lives and to continue to have growth and prosperity in many countries. And in the United Nations, it says here, humans are both creatures and molders of their environment. Yes, dear devotees, we live in our environment as well as we have a great impact on our environment. We mold it into what it becomes, which gives them, human beings, physical sustenance and affords them the opportunity for intellectual, moral, social, and spiritual growth. The environment in which we live in help us with all of these things to develop holistically, as we may say. The United Nations, aware that the protection and improvement of human environment is a major issue and which affects the well-being of peoples and the economic development throughout the entire world, and therefore they designated the 5th of June as World Environment Day. The celebration of this day provides us with an opportunity to broaden the basis for an enlightened opinion and responsible conduct by individuals, enterprises, and communities in preserving and enhancing the environment since it began in 1974. So this observance began in 1974. June 5th was World Environmental Day. And it has grown to become a global platform for public outreach that is widely celebrated in more than 100 countries that observe this day. And that's a bit of the history of World Environmental Day, June 5th, and a little more about World Ocean Day, June 8th. The concept of World Ocean Day was first proposed in 1992 as a way to celebrate our world shared ocean and our personal connection to the sea, as well as to raise awareness about the critical role the ocean plays in our lives and the important ways people can help protect it. This started in 1992. Now, dear devotees, both of these days started by a good while now, 1974, 1992. However, it is my personal belief that the very first environmental day in which we were taught how to respect our environment as a Hindu is Govardhan Puja Day, where Bhagwan Sri Krishna, as a child, he discoursed to his father the importance of respecting the land in which we live. They respected the mountain that gave them their livelihood as farmers. He also told them to respect the animals around that helped them to have their livelihoods as well. And so I believe that 5,000 years ago, when Sri Krishna said to celebrate Govardhan Puja Day, that was the first World Environmental Day. And within that, he said to respect our environment. And so every morning as you awaken, there's a beautiful mantra that brings these two very important days together, that every Hindu should chant when you awaken in the morning. What is that mantra? We all chant Om Samudra Vasane Devi Parvat Stan Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Paras Parashchamastami. Yes, Devotee. We bring those two together as every single morning we worship Mother Earth, dear devotees. We see the environment as Mother Earth. As we say, Samudra Vasane Devi Parvat Stan Mandite. Oh Mother, you have the oceans. Samudra is the oceans as your clothing. Parvat Stan Mandite. You have the mountains as your form. Sir, we bow to you. We bow to you and we ask for your Shama. We ask for your forgiveness as we put our feet on you. We worship Mother Earth. We worship the Earth, planet Earth, as a mother. Let us enjoy this beautiful song, dear devotees, that tells us a little more about how the Earth is indeed our mother. Prim Saburo Shri Dharti Mata Ki Jai Ho. Prim Saboroshi Dharti Mata Ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram, dear devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to Sooryoday, your Thursday morning simulcast on radio and TV Jaagriti with your Shri Shiva Janak Maharaj. Beautiful song there. We saw and how our earth is our mother. She cradles us, she keeps us warm, she feeds us, she does everything. Just as a mother takes care of their child. Dharti Mata, Prithvi Mata, that Mother Earth, she takes care of us. And this concept of Mother Earth and the environment goes through across religions, dear devotees, as many cultures worship the earth as Mother Earth. And dear devotees, in this year, the theme for Environmental Day and Ocean Day are very similar. And it pertains to the way that we have evolved with technology and we have lived a very convenient life. But to whose expense do we live this convenient life, dear devotees? And it says here, the theme, beat plastic pollution. Each World Environment Day is organized around a theme that focuses attention on a particular pressing environmental concern. The theme for 2018, Beat Plastic Pollution. It is a call to action for all of us to come together to combat one of the great environmental challenges of our time. The theme invites us all to consider how we can make changes in our everyday lives to reduce the heavy burden of plastic pollution on our natural places, our wildlife, and our own health. While plastic has many valuable uses, we have become over-reliant on single-use or disposable plastic, one with severe environmental consequences. And we all see that, dear devotees. We see so many videos being produced on how these plastic straws go and they get lodged in the animals of the sea, the fishes and the turtles and so forth. We see how so much plastic garbage goes into the ocean that it actually forms a plastic island in the ocean. This is very, very bad. This is not the way that we should treat our Mother Earth. This is not the way we will treat our own homes. We won't throw plastic and garbage everywhere in your own homes. And the Mother Earth is our home as well. And we should take care of the environment. That is why these 2 days are very important. And for us as Hindus especially, sometimes as we progress, as we believe or seemingly progress in life, we make changes from the original customs. And the original customs in Hinduism, if you have ever spoken to those from the olden and golden days, the good old days, as we say, we would understand that there was a time when you went to a prayer, when you went to a satsang, there weren't any big plastic bags of prasad. There was the prasad in a basin, and as you pass, you get a little bit in the palm of your hand, and you say Krishna Arpanam, you partake of that prasad, and you sometimes wipe the ghee in your hair, and that's our tradition. How have we changed from that? We went to the paper bags, which weren't bad as well, because the amount of ghee that it has in the prasad, the mohombog especially, the brown bags absorb that ghee, and so you have less ghee that you intake. And that wasn't bad because the paper was environmentally friendly. And now we have these very fancy printed plastic bags that we eat our prasad, and sometimes it's thrown right there in the mandir, having no respect for the house of God. And in other places, in our homes, we dispose of those plastic bags. Where do they go? Have you ever thought of that? And if you have satsang, you have mandir every week, and you consider how much plastic we as Hindus are adding to that. So please, in your mandirs, please reconsider. Find a solution. Go back to the good old days where we had a little prasad. It's better for our health, and we have less environmental issues as we have that less plastic. Also, we have suhari leaves. Our custom is to eat in suhari leaves, which are natural leaves, which when we eat and we dispose, they can go back into nature and they can form back part of the compost. But now we have plastic leaves and plastic plates and so forth, which what happens when we discard and we eat after the puja? We eat our belly full, as we say, and then we dispose of them. Even, the hot plastic, when you put the hot food on it, you see it discolors the plastic. Where does that plastic that is discolored goes? It goes into your body. It's very harmful to us. So we can do our part as Hindus. We can go back to the olden days where we used less plastic. A Hindu way of life is very environmentally, we consider the environment very much in our choices. So we are part of the problem. Let us enjoy this next song, which tells us and shows us how the problem occurred because of us and how we can help solve it by doing the right thing, dear devotees. Prim Svoroshi Dharti Mata Ki Jai Ho. Prim Svoroshi Dharti Mata Ki Jai. What a beautiful selection, dear devotees. Welcome back to Sooryoday, your Thursday morning simulcast on radio and TV Jaagriti with yours truly, Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. And that's those who have TV Jaagriti would have seen, that we are the cause of our environment, losing our environment or destroying our environment. And we are also the solution. We can build the awareness and we can save the Mother Earth, respect Mother Earth, go back to the old way of living in terms of respecting the environment as a Hindu does, their devotees. We live in one with the environment. And this year, as we celebrated on Tuesday, World Environmental Day or World Environment Day, and tomorrow, the 8th, you will be celebrating or observing that of World Ocean Day. And for World Ocean Day, it says here, action focus for 2018, preventing plastic pollution and encouraging solutions for a healthy ocean. Plastic pollution is causing tremendous harm to our marine resources. For example, 80% of all pollution in the ocean comes from people on land. It comes from us, the land dwellers. 8 million tons of plastic per year ends up in the ocean, wreaking havoc on the wildlife, fisheries, and tourism. Plastic pollution costs the lives of 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine mammals per year. That's not even counting all the other animals that are affected, especially the fishes. Plastic causes causes $8 billion in damage in marine ecosystem each year. That's how much of your money, your tax, your hard-earned money, your tax money that goes into keeping the environment, the marine aspects clean. As we see sometimes when we have oil spills, how much thousands of dollars it costs, millions of dollars in fact, to clean up the ocean, to preserve and to save our wildlife. And so this year they are focusing on the plastic, and as Hindus we have mentioned some of the ways, and you can think of many other ways. If we go back to the way that we had our satsangs, the ways that we ate our food, and so many other things, using your hand instead of a plastic fork is a way to save the environment. That's the Hindu way. And so we have so many other ways we can do. So we leave you with one last selection here as we have another awareness song to save Bhumi Mata, Mother Earth, their devotees. Prem se bolo Shri Bhumi Mata ki jai ho. Sooryoday, Bhumi Mata ki Jai Ho. Jai Sitaram, their devotees. Swagatam. Welcome back to Sooryoday with your Shuli Pandit Shiva Janak Maharaj. And this morning we have spoken about two very important days, and we have spoken of the Hindu view on these two important days. As we respect our environment, we respect our oceans as well, their devotees. As Hindus, we can do our part. We contribute a lot to the plastic disposals that we use in our traditions now, modern day, and we need to go back to our original traditions, make new traditions, or go back to our old traditions in where we had a greater respect for our environment and we lived in unism and unity with our environment. And so as we leave you this morning, we invite all of you to the Amar Road Krishna Mandir on Sunday coming. We have our very last Sunday in this Adhik Mass, their devotees, and we have been doing a lot to maximize our blessings in this month of Purushottam Mass to Bhagavan Shri Vishnu. So we invite you, if you are going to join us, you can join us for Harikanam Jap. Bring your Tulsi Mala on Sunday and we'll do some jap and maximize your blessings. We also wish our children who will be taking part in their finals of the Bal Vikas celebrations this coming weekend, small schools on Saturday and Sunday with large schools, where myself will be with my school and our Bhajan category, the El Rado North Hindu School. We bless all children for doing their best, and we thank them for promoting their dharma. May they continue in promoting their dharma. We thank the SDMS and the executive and Sri Satnarayan Maharaj for having that vision to celebrate and to preserve our culture in that way, their devotees. Join us for the Bal Vikas, whether you can come live and enjoy, or you can view on stream online as well. And so as we leave you today, we pray Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.